The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. The President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and the President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, met. According to John Dramani Mahama, after visiting Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, he has to go and meet his boss, which is Tinubu, to brief him about all the things that happened. So practically it is like Tinubu or Ecowas was the one that sent John Dramani Mahama to go and see Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso as part of his Thanksgiving to them coming to his inauguration. And John Dramani Mahama said it is a complicated issue and they are doing everything possible. They have to keep talking. Dialogue must continue so that they'll have Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso back into the Ecowas bloc. So, Tinubu is also saying that for the sake of the citizens and the insecurity that is worrying Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, they have to come back to the ECOWAS bloc so that they will be protected, because we know that ECOWAS has been able to protect all its member states and there's no insecurity in any form in any of these ECOWAS countries. So for that reason, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso moving out of the bloc has caused them this insecurity. We've seen that this destabilization, whereby even Ukraine came out one time to say they gave vital information to the terrorist groups to cause the destabilization that we saw in Mali. So for the citizens to be at peace, they need to come back to the regional bloc because they are doing everything possible to protect the people. And being under the leadership of military, they don't think that is going to help them. And AES can never fight their security because they don't have the weapons. You see, Yellow Popo is not providing them with weapons like they are providing ECOWAS. So they need to come back into the ECOWAS bloc so that they will be protected and the citizens will be safe. Because that in this episode, the focal point is the citizens and their lives matter so much. But we ask ECOWAS, for this number of years that you have been there as a regional bloc, what are some of the insecurities or the security that you have fought and given to your people?
To bring him up to date with some of the issues that I discussed with him. As ECOWAS chairman, it's my duty to come and brief him on some of the concerns that were raised there, so that we continue to see how to dialogue with those other countries.
Tensions between ECOWAS and the Sahel states remain unresolved, and Mahama admits there is no easy solution.
Well, it's a complicated situation, and it's not as easy as we might think, but we just need to continue to dialogue and see how we can continue to cooperate together.
The crisis stems from a string of coups. ECOWAS initially threatened military intervention, but the juntas pushed back, suspending ties and forming the alliance of Sahel State, AES. The three countries left ECOWAS in January this year, accusing the bloc of failing to help combat Islamist insurgencies and aligning too closely with France. For Nigeria, stability in the Sahel is not just a diplomatic issue, it's a security and economic concern. President Tinubu welcomes Mahama's mediation, calling for a security-driven approach that prioritizes citizens caught in the crisis.
I feel good that it's here in the first place, and I'm indeed very happy of the effort is made to have a bridge between the AES countries and the ECOWAS. It's not a bad idea for us, because of the security situation in the Sahel region and what economic opportunity that we must embark to ensure security of life and properties of our citizens. The innocent people in this episode are the citizens of those countries. Not much about us, the leadership. The citizens must be the first, beneficiary and the first part of reasons together.
ECOWAS has struggled to restore civilian rule, with military leaders resisting pressure. As instability spills over, threatening trade and security, Nigeria, already battling insurgents in the north, is watching closely.
We have reports that Boko Haram is destabilizing Nigeria where there is oil. Yet Nigeria is part of the Ecowas bloc, and for decades Nigeria hasn't known peace. We've heard of the kidnapping issues day in, day out. So are you trying to tell us that because you are in Ecowas bloc, all these things that are happening are not happening? Or what is it that you are saying that is because of the insecurity and the people are the focal point, and for that reason they need to come back to the Ecowas bloc? It isn't about you, the leaders, but it's about the citizen. If truly it is about the citizens, that is why Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are doing everything possible to protect their citizens. We've seen the weapons that they've got every blessed day, all the things that they are doing in their power without you, the Ecowas, to safeguard their people. When the Mohamed Bazoum and the others were part of the Ecowas bloc, this destabilization was still going on in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Let us not pretend as if we don't know the reason to which all these things are happening. We know the actual truth, and the solution is not about them coming back into the Ecowas bloc. It is about somebody sitting somewhere, yellow purple, trying to make sure that everything that belongs to the African, he takes control over it. Yellow Popo always want to have easy way out. So it's not because Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso have decided to move out of the Ecowas bloc that is the reason to which they're having all these insurgencies. But even when the democratic elected ones were there, these insurgencies were still happening. So why didn't Ecowas do everything possible in its power to make sure all these things are over? And beside that, leave Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso out of this situation, and let's talk about Nigeria. Tinubu that is saying that the focal point is the citizens. What about the Boko Haram incidents and issues that we are hearing every blessed day in Nigeria? What has Ecowas done best to solve that problem in Nigeria? Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are doing perfectly well. They are safeguarding their people. They know the reason to which they took power is because of the citizens, and that is why they are doing everything possible in their power to protect their citizens by getting weapons. You are here, and the people that are causing these Boko Harams in Nigeria have the weapons that even your security do not have. Yet you sit here and tell us that you are fighting Boko Haram. With what means are you fighting Boko Haram? The kind of weapons these people have, sometimes report says they trace them to these foreign nations, that you are always in helping them to loot Africa. So if truly you are for Africa and you are for we the people, we are telling you to allow AES to be, because these people are doing everything possible to safeguard their citizens. AES are doing everything physically that we are seeing. We are seeing the equipment, the weapons, the hunger they were going through. Today they are no longer hungry. They are transforming their prisoners into farmers. The kind of things that the citizens are doing and the joy the citizens have in their leaders is nothing compared to those in the democratic elected one, those in Ecowas. For them to cover up all the bad things that they are doing so that we wouldn't see, they have to force them back so that they'll use the laws in Ecowas and what have you to tangle them. But coming back there, we don't think they will come back. After all, they've made it clear that they are not coming back to the gentleman club, as Julius Malema will call it. We love them, we cherish them, we adore them, and we know they are on the right path. They are giving us the security, the protection that ECOWAS failed to give us, and that was the main reason to which they took power from the democratic elected ones. We've seen that democratic elected ones are only there to make sure that yellow purple agenda keeps happening. We keep losing everything in Africa, and these people keep enriching themselves, while we, the citizens that they are claiming that we are the focal point, keep suffering. If truly they think about us, by now Africa wouldn't be where it is. Africa would have united. When you were talking about ECO, that these people rose against it, according to the report, France rose against the ECO. Till date, we haven't had ECO. And we are still where we are. All we do is talk. Now we are seeing action, and we've seen leadership and what true leadership is. And you are saying we are talking about security. Use that kind of effort to go and solve the problem that Boko Haram is causing in Nigeria. Until then, leave Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso for us. We love them, we cherish them. We, the citizens, have decided that these are the people we want to be led by. United we stand. divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. I love you so much. I love you. I appreciate you for taking me to 10,000 followers on YouTube within this short period of time. I say thank you. I cherish and I adore you. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, West Africa, and in Nigeria.